what's up? It's time to rank more songs. Today, if you couldn't tell by this absolute ancient relic I've got on, I'm going to be ranking every single 5 Seconds of Summer song. Now, 5 Seconds of Summer are one of my favorite bands of all time. I've been a fan of them since 2013, which, quick math, that's 12 years. That's an insane number. Like, that's almost half my life. A little spooky to think about. Anyways, let me tell you the categories and get ranking, because they have so many songs, we're gonna be here a while. The categories include life-changing. That's for the songs that I listen to all the time and I can't imagine not having in my life. Then we have Love, 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 Good But Not a Fave, Fine, and would probably skip if it came on shuffle. Also, let it be known, I know that they ranked their own songs a few years ago and it was concerning, to say the least. I can't promise that mine's going to be any less concerning today. I feel like I might have some unpopular opinions, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. So, starting with their self-titled album, we have She Looks So Perfect. Is She Looks So Perfect my favorite 5 Seconds of Summer song? No. However, I feel like I need to put her into life-changing based solely on the fact that she's iconic. They were fresh off the One Direction tour. They're like, we have something to prove. They dropped this song. Everybody knows where they were when they first heard this song. Like, that opening guitar, literal chills. I feel like that could like activate something in my brain when I hear it. Like, I don't know. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have Don't Stop, which I would skip. Listen, I was an OG Don't Stop hater. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when 5 Seconds of Summer themselves started hating on it. No, I hated it since the start. Because they started playing it live before it was officially released on like the Star Stripes and Maple Syrup tour, or like the 5 Countries in 5 Days tour, one of those. They started playing it live then, and I remember the recordings going around and I'm like, wow, I love Amnesia. Wow, I love Good Girls. Don't Stop though, not my favorite. Good Girls, it's fine. I really used to love this song, but now I feel too old to be listening to it. Like, this feels like a kiddie song, you know? I will say though, when this song came out, I was taking French in high school and I thought I was so special. I'm like, they wrote this about me. They literally wrote this song about me. I'm a straight A student. I can speak French. Not really. Like, I'm a good girl who's a bad girl who hasn't been caught, or whatever they said. Kiss Me, Kiss Me. I feel like this song's a little underrated. I'm gonna put in Love, Love, Love. It's just a pure fun pop song. And like, what's there to hate about it? 18 is a skip. In the same vein of Good Girls, like, I'm too old for this song. When I was under 18, I loved it. But now as a 26-year-old woman, I'm not dreaming of being 18 anymore, so it's just like, what are we doing? Everything I didn't say, I think I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. Sure, that feels right. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about that one. It's fine. Beside You, Life-Changing. We need to bring back Men Yearning. To this day, one of their best songs. Like, those teenagers who wrote that song knew what they were doing. They had a hit on their hands. End Up Here, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. It's a little cheesy, but it's fun. Like, the first line of the song's literally like, everyone's asking for your name and you told them trouble. It feels very 2014, if that makes sense. It sounds like 5 Seconds of Summer got into a room with Tumblr and John Green and just wrote a song and this is it. Long Way Home, I think I'm also gonna put into Life-Changing. I just think this song is so cute. It might be my favorite on the album, to be completely honest with you. I don't think that I like Heartbreak Girl the same amount that everyone else likes it. I still remember that one tour a few years back when everyone was like begging them to play it and I was like embarrassed, because does this song have a special place in my heart because it's the first 5 Seconds of Summer song I've ever heard? Yes, it does. But I also have ears and I know it's not one of their best, so I'm not like obsessed with it. Anyways, I'm gonna put it into Good But Not a Fave. English Love Affair, I think I'm gonna put into Love, Love, Love. This song's a little crazy. Back when it came out, I felt a little scandalous listening to it. I won't lie to you. It felt very grown up. I don't know. Amnesia, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. Honestly, it's never really been a favorite of mine. I think it's just like too slow for my personal taste. You know who loves this song though? My dad. My dad, fun fact about him, he's a huge 5 Seconds of Summer fan. I've taken him to concerts with me before because he wanted to see them. He loves them. This is his favorite song of theirs. This one and another one, which we'll get to. Social Casualty is gonna go into Fine. I don't listen to it that often. Never Beat, I'm skipping. This song just feels out of place to me, and I've never really liked it. So, Voodoo Doll, Life-Changing. Before this album was released, I had the live version of this song on repeat. I loved it so much. It was this one and then the next two songs, Lost Boy and Greenlight. They used to play those live all the time before this album came out, so I was stuck listening to the live recordings all day. Justice for My Girl over and over though. That one was my favorite and I was devastated to see she didn't make the cut. Lost Boy I'll put into Love Love Love. Greenlight will go into Good But Not a Fave. We love Consent. Not my favorite song though. Mrs. All American is fine. It's just goofy. Like, why did they say that minivan that you drive really gets me going? Like, what are we doing here? Now we have the Target exclusive tracks from this album. Tomorrow Never Dies is a skip. I never listened to it. This feels like it should be like in a dystopian movie or something. I don't know. Not my personal taste. Independence Day, I also would skip. Again, just not one that I ever want to listen to. I see these two songs and I'm like, yeah, I see why you just threw these on the Target exclusive version and not like the actual album. On the other hand, Closest Strangers, that's life-changing. Now we're talking. This is a good deluxe track. This heartbreaking masterpiece. Out of My Limit, I'm gonna put into Love Love Love. I mean, it's a classic. I can't believe it was banished to the Target version of the album though. Like, that's crazy. Moving on to Sounds Good Feels Good. The singles for this album were very interesting to me in the sense that I don't think they're that good. And I also don't think they're a good representation of the album as a whole. Anyways, Money, skip. I don't like Money. Hey, everybody can go right in there with her. She's kind of hot. I'll put in Fine because she's better, but really not by that much. I did used to like it a lot when it first came out, but now, The best single is Jet Black Heart. That song is life-changing. I think it was a single. If it wasn't, ignore I said that. I think it's one of their best songs of all time. I think it's so beautiful. I don't know a single person who doesn't like this song by them. Permanent Vacation, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. I don't listen to it that much, but I remember it being great live. Catch Fire, I'm also gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. When this album first came out, that was like in my top 3 favorite songs from the album. However, then I started working at JCPenney and I absolutely hated it. And Catch Fire was heavy on the JCPenney radio rotation. I was hearing that song every single day and it just made me hate it. So now I can't really listen to it that much. But I don't think it's a bad song, so. Safety Pin is fine, not a fave. Waste the Night is life-changing. That first half of the album was a little rough. We had some low placements. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Now we're getting into what 5 Seconds of Summer can really do. I love Waste the Night. Vapor, I don't know why, it's always been this way. In my head, Waste the Night and Vapor are like sisters. Those songs go together for me. However, I don't think I like Vapor as much as Waste the Night, so I'm gonna put it down a notch into Love Love Love. Castaway may be my favorite song on the album, so I'm gonna put it into Life Changing. This is another song that's great live. Like when Luke and Michael do their little guitar thing. Yeah. The Girl Who Cried Wolf, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. I feel like this song is very underrated. And I think the thing that makes this song so good to me is the bridge. Like, I don't think the song would be as good without Michael's voice on the bridge. It's like so emotional. It really just like adds to the emotions of the song. I feel like this is gonna sound bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way. He sounds so desperate. But like that's the point. That's like what he's supposed to sound like. Broken Home is a skip, and not because it's bad, but because it's so sad that I don't want to listen to it. Fly Away's fine. Invisible, I love, love, love Invisible. Airplanes, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. I feel like it was definitely a grower for me. And again, I feel like Michael on the bridge make this song. Like, that's my favorite part. San Francisco, she's a cute little number. I'll put her into Good But Not a Fave. Outer Space / Carry On is life-changing. That used to be my favorite song of all time. It no longer is, but it used to be. I was re-listening to the song to get ready for my ranking. There's something about it that still feels so special to me. Ending the song, ending the entire album, just saying, you know it's gonna get better. Me as a mentally ill 16-year-old ate that up. I love this song. Now, these are good deluxe tracks. We have The Space Between a Rock and a Hard Place, also known as Catch-22. I'm gonna put into Love, 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 because I love it. But the real star of the show is Story of Another Us. That's life-changing. Like, I got a long-term plan with short-term fixes and a wasted heart that just eclipses. That's poetry. That's the story of another us, baby. Like, onto the best 5 Seconds of Summer album of all time. I will not be taking any objections. Youngblood. Starting with the title track, Youngblood. I think it's good but not a fave. I know this is like one of, if not the most popular song of theirs. I don't think it's the best single on the album. I think the best single from the album is Want You Back, and that's why she's going into Life Changing. I remember hearing the song for the first time after them not releasing music for a little bit, and I knew immediately, like, this album's gonna change lives. And it did. Lie to Me, is good but not a fave. Valentine, another life-changing song. I think this song's perfect. I love everything about this song. Talk Fast, love, love, love. And then Moving Along, probably good but not a fave. I feel like those two could switch and flip-flop, just depending on my mood. I don't know. I think the first half of this album is just like so solid. Catch Me on a Good Day, they might all go into life-changing. If Walls Could Talk, I think is life-changing. It's one of my favorite on the album. And I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point. Another song that is incredible live. Better Man's fine, definitely not one of my favorites on the album. More is life-changing. More is my favorite 5 Seconds of Summer song of all time. I don't know what they put in that song. I cannot get enough of it. Even how many years later is it? 7 years? 7 years later, I'm still as obsessed with it as I was when it first came out. Why Won't You Love Me, I'm gonna put into good but not a fave. I feel like I started liking that song more once I heard it live. I feel like the studio version doesn't do it the justice that it deserves. Woke Up in Japan, it's fine. I feel like when we start getting towards the end of the album, we start getting a little lost. Like Empty Wallets is also fine to me. However, Ghost of You, she's the exception. She's life-changing. The line, too young, too dumb to know things like love, that line and the way Callum sings it, that's enough to put it in life-changing on its own. Monster Among Men is a skip for me. I don't like the switch up between the verses and the chorus. It personally, for me, doesn't work. Meet You There, it's fine. I feel like this song was meant to be played live, so it just like doesn't hit the same to listen to the studio version of it. Now, if I'm listening to one of their live albums, that's a different story. If that version was on here, it'd be way higher. Babylon, love, love, love. The last 3 are from some sort of deluxe album. Maybe it was like a Target version. Quite frankly, I don't remember. I don't think any of them are that great, to be honest with you. When You Walk Away, good but not a fave. Best Friend, not to be confused with Best Friends, which is coming up later, is a skip. And then my favorite of the 3 is Midnight, which I'm going to put into love, love, love. On to Calm, we have Red Desert. It's fine. I don't really listen to it that often. No Shame is good but not a fave. This was another grower for me. I like it a lot more now than I did when it first came out. I love, love, love Hold Me. I'm a sucker for some nostalgia. What can I say? And that music video did it for me. Now, Easier and Teeth, personally, I listen to From the Vault version of these so much more than I listen to the original. Just like looking at these 2 songs on their own, I do think I like Teeth better than Easier. I just love Luke on the bridge on Teeth. I think I'm gonna put Teeth into life-changing, and then Easier, not far behind. It's going into love, love, love. Wildflower, I also think is life-changing. I listen to this song a lot. She's fun, she's cute, she's funky. Not to be crazy, but I think I have to put a 3rd song into life-changing, and that's Best Years. The fact that I put 3 songs into life-changing back-to-back is kind of surprising to me, to be honest with you. I didn't realize how much I loved this album. Not in the same way, I'm going to put into good but not a fave. This one I liked a lot more back when it was first released than I do now. Now I don't really find myself going back to it that much. Lover of Mine, I'm going to put into love, love, love. She's cute. Thin White Lines is fine. Lonely Heart, I'll put into skip, solely because it's my least favorite on the album, so I really don't listen to it that much. High is good but not a fave. It's simple, but I do really enjoy listening to it. Then we have Kill My Time, which is another grower for me, but the insane thing is it's going into life-changing. Like, that's one of my most listened to songs on the album. If I'm not mistaken, this one was also like a deluxe song, so I didn't really listen to it when it was released, but I was missing out. I love this song now. We're on to the latest album from them, which is 5 Sauce 5. Full disclosure, this is probably my least favorite album of theirs, and it's also the one that I listen to the least. So I feel like this is where I'm going to lose some people, because I feel like I might dislike some fan favorites. I don't know. We'll see. Starting off with a strong opinion, Complete Mess is a skip for me. It's just a little boring to me. I don't know. They have other songs that I would much rather listen to. Easy for You to Say, I'll probably put into good but not a fave. Bad Omens is life-changing. Not only is this the best song on 5 Sauce 5, it's one of their best songs of all time. That is a perfect song if I've ever heard one. Me, Myself, and I think I'm gonna put into Love, Love, Love. As far as the singles from this album go, I think that's definitely one of my favorites. Take My Hand is good but not a fave. Carousel is fine. Not really one I go back to often. Older is Love, Love, Love. I think the song is so sweet, especially since Sierra's on there singing as well. Any song that talks about like getting older and the concept of like time and time passing, it's gonna get to me because that terrifies me. Haze is good but not a fave. You Don't Go to Parties, I think I'm gonna put into Love, Love, Love. This one definitely grew on me a lot. I don't think it's really anything special. However, I do feel like this is one of my most listened to on the album. It's easy listening for me. Blender, I'm gonna go ahead and put into Life Changing. This song is always stuck in my head. It is so catchy. Next we have Caramel, Sue Me. Honestly, another Life Changing. We have 2 Life Changings in a row. This is another favorite song of mine. The second I heard it, I was obsessed. I was hooked, I was obsessed. Best Friends is a skip for me. It's very cute, very wholesome, but I don't like it. Now, what does it say about me that I put both best friend and best friends into skip? Am I just a heartless human being? Maybe. Bleach is fine to me. I like the lyrics, but I feel like there's something missing with like the production or the instruments or something. Like, I feel like it needs to be bigger. Like, I feel like every time I listen to it, I just expect more, and I don't get it. Redline is good, but not a fave. Mood Swings, I think, is another skip for me. I feel like this is the part of the album where the songs start blending together for me. Like, this is a long album, and I feel like some of these songs could have been cut. They're all starting to sound the same to me. I do, however, love Flatline. I think that's a great song. Emotions, I'd probably skip. To be completely honest with you, I don't think I've listened to that song all the way through. I could not tell you how it goes. I could not sing it for you right now if there was a gun held to my head. Bloodhound is fine. And then rounding up the album, I think I'm gonna put Tears into Good But Not a Fave. We're done with the albums. Now it's time to get into these singles and EPs. Starting with the Unplugged EP, we have Too Late. I'm gonna put that into Fine. I mean, it's one of the first songs I've ever put out. I'm not expecting it to be amazing. Unpredictable, I'm gonna put into Good But Not a Fave. It's a classic. Like, the nostalgia is getting to me. Like, I cannot put it any lower than that. One of my favorite 5 Seconds of Summer songs of all time, Gotta Get Out, is going into Life Changing. I still listen to this song so much. It's crazy. Back when I first got into 5 Seconds of Summer, that one radio show performance that they did of it, I used to watch that every single day. I was obsessed. I also mentioned my dad having a second favorite song. It's this one. Like, he loves the hits, he loves the classics. Now we have the She Looks So Perfect EP. Would it be insane of me to put every single song into Life Changing? Because I think I have to do it. Heartache on the Big Screen, Life Changing. The Only Reason, Life Changing. Disconnected, Life Changing. One of the best songs I've ever put out. One of the best songs anybody's ever put out. Wherever You Are, Life Changing. If You Catch Me on a Good Day, that song will make me sob. Again, I sound like a broken record, but it's the nostalgia of it all. I will start crying. That entire EP is some of my favorite work from them. Do I think objectively they all deserve to be in the highest tier? No. But that's why this is my tier and not yours, right? For the Don't Stop EP, first we have Rejects. It's fine. I really used to love this song, but now it's another case of I feel too old to be listening to it. Like, we're talking about teachers not understanding you. I'm not in school. I'm an adult. So it just isn't for me anymore in this day and age. The instrumentals go crazy though. We have another classic, Try Hard. I love Try Hard. Maybe I'm just oblivious. I didn't realize how many new fans 5 Seconds of Summer were still making. I just assumed we were all like old and have all been here for a while. But I came across a TikTok one day of someone that's like, why didn't nobody tell me about this song? It's not on Spotify. I can't find it anywhere. And the song was Try Hard. In that moment, I have never felt older in my life. I felt like a hag. I was like, I literally was there when that song was released, and here you are just discovering it. But that's the great thing about music, isn't it? People find it at their own pace, whatever. Wrapped Around Your Finger is life-changing for me. I wish they tapped into the sound more. I feel like this sound fits them so well. The lyrics aren't anything special for this one, but it still sounds so good. And If You Don't Know is also going into Life Changing. That's one of my favorite 5 Seconds of Summer songs of all time. I mean, this song is iconic. Callum's verse, iconic. I have seen this song live, and I think that was like my peak in life, to be completely honest. From the Amnesia EP, we have Daylight. That's a skip. Not really sure what they were going for with this song. On my re-listen though, I will say, it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. I think the chorus is pretty great, but I think that's really just because I love Luke's voice and he sounds great on the chorus. From the Good Girls EP, we have Just Saying. Another skip for me. Next we have the She's Kinda Hot EP. I feel like this EP as a whole is kind of slept on. I really don't see people talking about this EP that often. Broken Pieces is good but not a fave. I'm gonna put Over and Out into Love, Love, Love. And then Lost in Reality is fine. Now on to some miscellaneous singles. First we have Girls Talk Boys from the Ghostbusters movie. There's a part of me that wants to put it into Life Changing, but that seems like absolutely insane. I'm gonna put it into Love, Love, Love instead. I just think it's so fun. It makes me so happy. I can't listen to the song and not have a smile on my face. Who Do You Love with the Chainsmokers is a skip. If you know absolutely anything about me, you know how much I hate the Chainsmokers. I will say, when Five Sauce does this song by themselves on their own tours, it is so much better. Like, if there was a solo version, it might be up in the love, love, love territory. 2011 is going into Life Changing. I love that song. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Nostalgia is gonna get me every time. Last but not least, we have Lighter, which is a skip for me. To be completely honest with you, I don't think I've ever listened to the song all the way through. And that's every song. Here's my final ranking. And yeah, let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know what your ranking looks like. I'm dying to know. So yeah, that's all I have for you. So I'm gonna get going.